Hello my dear ones. Today we will show you how to do a kind of vegetable cans for the winter that we very much do in Romania, and it's very nice with Ghivetch. It's called Ghivetch, and it's very nice with rice or with potatoes or with pasta. It goes very well. So what we need, you can put any of the vegetables, but today we will use cauliflower, aubergines, peppers, carrots, onions, green beans. You can put okras as well, it goes very well. Garlic and a bit of oil, salt and pepper. So I will tell you the whole recipe, but I wanted to show you first what it goes in. So we'll start washing the veggies and cut them pieces, and then I'll show you the process of cooking. So now we'll prepare the vegetables. So we peel the onions and we'll cut them very roughly in 6. Maybe you should come closer and see. So something like this big, because we want to have some pieces in the Ghivetch. So we'll put 6. So for a recipe you would need 2 onions, but I will make today, so we can go a bit quicker, I'll make three times the recipe. So I will need 6 onions. Okay, and then we will need some garlic, just sliced, 4-5 cloves of garlic per portion. Here will be a bit more because we are doing the 3 times recipe. And you will need 2 carrots. I put 2, 3, 4, 6. I will lose counting, talking. Okay, so we'll have the garlic, the onion, 2 carrots, but I've multiplied it for my recipe. We'll have 4 red peppers chopped in big pieces, half of cauliflower, and 2 aubergines cut with the skin. We don't have to peel them, or eggplants, and we'll put them in water with salt to soak a bit, because just to take the bitterness out of them. You'll see the water is black after it just stays in water. So we just let them sit a bit in water while we prepare all the rest of the veggies. We'll need some salt and pepper to taste. We can put some green beans. I will show you when we have them cut in half or thirds, not small pieces. And we have some chopped tomatoes here. So some chopped tomatoes. And we'll also need some bay leaves, 3 bay leaves per portion. That's it. I don't think I'm missing anything. So I'll show you when we have everything cut how we process with the cooking. So we've cut all the veggies, and now we'll start cooking. So we have onion, garlic, carrots, cut just rounds, half a centimeter thick. Then peppers, quite big pieces. Cauliflower, just in florets. If there were some big ones, I've cut them in half. Green beans, just chopped in 3. And then the aubergines, which I've put them in water, and we'll keep them in salt and water until the time comes to cook them.
How long?
At least 15 minutes, so they can get all the bitterness out of them. The salt will take the bitterness out in the water.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put a bit of oil in the pan, 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil.
This is a lot of food. How many portions are you making?
3 portions. So I'll give you the recipe for 1 portion, but I can't cook small. I can only cook big. So we're making here 3 portions because this is what my pot allows. Okay, so we'll warm up a bit the oil and then we'll add the onion, garlic and carrots, and we'll cook them with the lid off for 5 minutes. Just take a while to warm it up a bit, and then we'll add the peppers for another 5 minutes, and then the rest of the soft vegetables. At the end we'll put the chopped tomatoes, and we'll put some bay leaves, which we have here, and some thyme from our garden, and salt and pepper as taste. You can taste, and if you like it more salty or more peppery, or you can also add chilies if you like it a bit more spicy. So we'll leave this covered for 5 minutes, and then we'll add the next vegetable. So 5 minutes passed. The onion and the carrots cooked a bit. And now we'll add the peppers.
And with the soft vegetables, you leave the lid off?
No, we'll put the lid on until we put the tomatoes. So now we leave it for another 5 minutes, lid on, and then we'll add the rest of the softer vegetables like aubergine, cauliflower and green beans. Another 5 minutes, and then we'll add the tomato sauce, and then I'll tell you more. Okay? So we cook this, so we don't add water at all. Yes, don't add water. It's just a bit of oil and the juice from the vegetables. And now we'll put the aubergines. Okay, and we'll let them cook a bit because they will decrease a bit. They will soften and will make more space in the pot. And then we'll add the cauliflower and the beans. So we'll add you'll see they already changed the color and the texture, they are softer. So we'll add the green beans. Yeah. And we'll add a bit of salt and pepper. We'll add a bit more at the end to taste, but just to be able to take some flavor already. And I love pepper, so I put a bit more. Okay, so we'll cover it again, and at the end we'll put the cauliflower, we'll leave it a bit longer, and then we are ready to put the tomatoes. We'll add the cauliflower now. The beans are nice and soft. And we'll also add the tomatoes. Now we'll boil it a bit with the lid on for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes with the lid off so the juice can go down a bit, so it's not as juicy, so it's easier to can, and it will keep it better. So 5 minutes with lid, and then we'll take the lid off. So I take the lid off in 5 minutes. You can see it's quite a bit of juice. But everything is beautiful, beautiful here. You can see all the veggies. And now we will leave it to cook a bit uncovered. So the I know now. So the juice is going off a bit, and now we will add. Taste it for salt and pepper, and we will put the leaves, the bay leaves, and some of the thyme. And what you want now is the juice to go down a bit and to taste all the veggies that they are cooked. Not mushy, but cooked. And taste it for salt and pepper. If you want to add more, now it's time to add more. So it gets time to... This is just perfect. Okay, I'll show you later how we put it in jars. Okay, so the veggies are almost cooked. So we'll put the jars in the oven to sterilize them. So I'll put the oven at 150 degrees. And now very carefully, we'll take this out and put the jars in for 5 minutes. After we clean them well and dry, now we just put them in. This is a reindeer. Okay, and a few more here. You be very careful not to burn it up. And a little one. Okay. So we will leave them for 5 minutes. And the lids here, these are jars that we had conserves in, and we just clean them and reuse them. So the lids, we'll just put some boiling water on top of them and leave them again for 5 minutes so they can sterilize. And then we'll pick them up with stones because they'll be very hot, and put them on the jars. And we will can everything. The jars and the conserve needs to be hot. Okay, so if you look here, it looks very beautifully, all colors, and everything is cooked. You can see everything is cooked well. So I will scoop it now, because this one will be done in 5 minutes. And then with a spoon, we'll put them in jars. And I'll show you when the jars are ready. When the jars are ready, I'll show you how we put them in jars. And then we have to put them asleep under a blanket, like this. This already slept one night, so they are already cool. But they need to cool slowly, so they
seal.
They seal better. Yes, thank you, sister. And then you can store them in your pantry and enjoy them anytime. You will enjoy them with us in our pilgrimages. We always serve it to the pilgrims because it's very nourishing and very good food for fasting. So 5 minutes pass. We'll take the jars out very carefully. I'll take another block. Another reindeer. Okay. And we'll put them on a tray because it needs to have some metal so they don't crack when we combine when we put them in the jars. So I'll show you 4 and then I'll take some more out so they don't cool down. So with a spoon, you can see it's very hot. Just very carefully put them inside. And I would leave the bay leaves and everything in because it will keep give flavor to the Ghivetch. It looks so beautifully, and it smells amazing in here. You can add a bit of juice as well to each jar, so they are in juice. So when you have them and warm them up, you don't need to add anything to it. So kind of like this, and then I will take the lid from here, put it on top, and then I'll take the gloves, put it here. Just tie them well, and you put them to sleep under the blankets, any blankets you have there, and it will cool down slowly. And after so much work, you can enjoy a glass of elderflower juice. Very good. I'll show you maybe in another one how to make elderflower lemonade. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye. God bless you all.